guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Hope you're having a great day. So I've already tried to film this introduction once. I took a look at the footage while I was editing and it didn't really turn out all that well. So the main topic of today's video, and if you haven't seen the previous video, I was introducing my brand new 2021 Gen 3 Ford Raptor to the channel. So if you haven't watched that video, stop right now, go back and watch that, then come back and watch this video next. So like I said, topic of today's video is me and my family took my new Raptor on its first road trip, and this was over Easter weekend back home to where I grew up to see some of my family. It ended up being close to like a 500-mile road trip, so I figured that was a good time to kind of give you guys my impressions of what it was like to live in for an extended trip, and anything I liked or didn't like. So during the trip, took a few clips here and there, just kind of show a few things with the truck, and also got some scenery shots at a lake that was close to where I grew up back home. So that's the introduction of the video. Let's jump ahead to the clips that I took during the road trip. We'll go through those, and then I'll come back and kind of give my impressions and kind of final thoughts from the trip. Just getting the truck loaded up to leave, and before I got everything packed up, just want to show you guys a few things in the back here. As you can see, the back seat, plenty of room for the boys back here. You got the car seats. If you fold these seats up, you actually have this box can fold up to where you have some more extra under seat storage. The bummer about that is if you have car seats, you actually have to take them off to utilize that, so not really super convenient with both car seats there. Yeah, like I said, tons of room back here. Got an outlet, a USB-C, and a USB-A for charging their tablets. Alright, so we're cruising down the highway. The boys are obviously chilling in the back. So real quick, wanted to show you guys, this comes equipped with adaptive cruise and then lane centering. So it pretty much drives itself. So I wanted to show you guys what that looks like real quick. Alright, so I have adaptive cruise engaged. To do that, you just push the cruise button here. Then you can see in the middle, by pushing this button, you can change the distance that it will follow. There you see in the middle. It'll kind of show you where you're at in the lane. If I go to the right, it'll kind of give you an indicator that, hey, you're on the right edge of the lane, and it will kind of steer you back into the middle. Also, you see over on the left side, it's got an indicator with your showing your hands on the steering wheel. So basically, if you go more than a few seconds without your hands on the steering wheel and putting in at least a little bit of input, it's going to give you a warning that's going to tell you to put your hands back on the steering wheel. If you don't, I think it'll eventually just come to a stop. Then you've also got the option, if you don't like the lane centering, you can push this button and it'll turn that off, and it'll just do the adaptive cruise by itself. You can see if I switch the status menu in the middle, it'll move that little safety indicator down to the right that'll show the lane keeping and the adaptive cruise indicator. Alright, so we're about halfway on our road trip. We're actually back where I grew up, and this is the lake where I spent a lot of time as a kid. So let's figure out we'd come out here and get some cool shots of the truck. So guys, enjoy the B-roll. Alright guys, so just want to wrap things up with kind of my thoughts and impressions from the road trip. So, I mean, me and my family, my wife and two boys, we spent on Saturday like 7 hours in the truck total, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I'd have to say it was incredibly comfortable. Number one, just the cabin is so big. There's not just leg room, there's a ton of knee room too. My wife also has a 3U SUV, which gives you plenty of leg room, but I'm 6'5", my wife's on the taller side as well, and we have pretty much no knee room in that thing. So having the extra knee room in this and just a bigger cabin makes a big difference when you're going on a road trip, especially with kids. So of course there was plenty of room to haul all their stuff with us, put a few things in the back as well, which I have a Retrax bed cover, which makes it nice because you can put stuff back there, and if it rains it'll stay dry and you don't have to worry about it, random stuff flying out of the back as you're going down the highway, which is nice. So one of the top things that I love about this for a road trip is the range that it has. With the, with it being a pickup, it has a bigger gas tank. As you can see, I'll flip this around. I just filled this up. You can see it's showing 438 miles of range. Now I don't think we got there. I think we got a little over 300 miles on the way back. I stopped and filled up. Probably could have waited, another 100 miles still. So it's nice that even if you're doing a pretty long road trip, you can either get through it all without stopping or kind of wait till the very end to fill up, which having that extra range makes a big difference if you're going to be taking this on a lot of road trips. So the other thing that was really nice for the road trip, which I demonstrated pretty quickly, was the fact that this will pretty much drive itself between the adaptive cruise and the lane centering. Where this was, mostly all interstate the whole drive, I had that on pretty much most of the way, and I feel like that really did save me a lot of energy. Once I got to where I could see it was doing what it was supposed to do, even going around curves, it would steer into that. Once I got to the point where, I could kind of trust it, I kind of wanted to feel it at first because it was the first time using it, but it's really accurate. So I feel like that saved me a lot of fatigue driving out there and back because I use it pretty much the whole way. So the third and final impression I'm going to give you from the road trip is it was really nice just having all of the cool creature comforts. We got remote Apple CarPlay, Sirius radio, this giant touchscreen, which I'm going to flip this around real quick and show you. One nice thing is you can have the bed camera up as well, which I guess if you're hauling something, that would be kind of cool. We ended up just watching it going down the road, so you just kind of see what was behind you. So ended up using that a lot. So this also comes with heated and cooled seats. It doesn't have massage seats, but that's not a big deal. The one kind of technology creature comfort thing I wish it did have was a heads-up display. I had that in my X3M and love that. And now that I'm in a vehicle without one, really miss it, but not a big deal because these, the displays and the gauges on this thing are really fantastic. All right, well that's going to be a wrap on today's video. If this is your first time stopping by and you want to, be sure and go ahead and subscribe. If you like the video, give it a like below. Be sure to tune in next time if you're interested in the Raptor, because I'm going to be doing more of a, before I did just kind of a quick intro, showed a few things on the spec. But the next video I'm going to go through and do more of a complete walkthrough, talk about all the options and everything I've got in this truck. Alright, well thanks as always for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.